The Namaskar Award is the highest honor a student can achieve in the College of Engineering at North Carolina A&T State University. In 2014, 5 outstanding students that exemplified scholarship, leadership, and professionalism were selected. Joy Carter is a computer science major from Fort Meade, Maryland. She's looked upon as a leader by her classmates. No one is more surprised by that than her.
When I first came here, I was very soft-spoken, kind of laid in the background, and didn't really want to be in the forefront of things. I was always willing to help. I appreciate the pushes that I've had to be in that position because it's kind of helped me, public speaking-wise, confidence-wise, being able to present myself and represent this university in a positive way. I think I have exceeded my expectations as a student. I knew I'd graduate. I knew I'd graduate with a high GPA. I knew I'd get, those would be things that I would do, but never would have thought that I'd be published, multiple times as a co-author, as an undergrad. Never thought I'd go to Singapore for a week just to present my research and also be able to explore something different. But I never thought I'd be able to be an inspiration to other people. I take mentoring very seriously now just because I had great mentors when I came in. And so for me to be able to be a chance to be a mentor to some students and to see their growth as students has really touched my heart significantly.
Joy will return home in the fall to start her professional career at Northrop Grumman.
I really thought that I would be a C student in engineering. Thought it was way over my head.
Not only did Jade Mantell expect to struggle as a mechanical engineer, she never intended to stick around campus for very long.
I came here with the full intention of transferring after taking a semester or 2 of classes, and that was not an option. Just a few weeks in, I fell in love as soon as I got here. As soon as I realized how supportive everyone was and how much help I could get with things that I was struggling with, and then realized I was good at engineering. I thought I would not be good at engineering. Then it was instant success. At that point, I thought I would struggle and I wasn't struggling, and then I had every tool that I could possibly need provided to me by the department.
Jade soon discovered the Aggie Baja racing team and immediately fell in love.
I've been on the team for 3 years, the whole time I've been at A&T, and I've done everything from learn how to weld, learn how to machine, the hands-on technical skills, and to being a project manager and managing 20 people every day. Like right now, I'm not answering my phone because I'm talking to you, but people are having questions about what's going on, what's the plan for the afternoon, kind of things like that.
Her hard work and dedication made her an easy choice as a nominee.
The advisor for the race team nominated me for it, so that was just really great for me because I have a lot of respect for him. He's involved in a lot of the decisions I've made throughout my 3 years here, and to have him say that I think that you represent the best of our department, and then have other professors back that up, that was really great.
I literally just got on the computer and started Googling words that I was interested in, like environment, sustainable, and biological engineering came up. And so I thought, that sounds cool. I read the description, and then I looked for schools that offered that, and A&T was the first one that came up.
Shannon Crisson left a full-time job and followed her heart and roots to major in biological engineering.
I lived with my grandparents for a while growing up, and they did a lot of gardening, sort of things that I just noticed my whole family was kind of all revolved around a little bit of an older lifestyle, I guess you could say, which is based in agriculture. A lot of history in that in my family. And my father is actually an engineer, but I don't know why it never crossed my mind to be an engineer. I just thought, oh, that's just what he does. But yeah, I guess putting the two together, I just feel like I've had a sort of underlying dormant background in that maybe my whole life, and it just kind of, I decided that that was what I wanted to do. It was as challenging as I thought it would be, sometimes harder, but I think part of it being a non-traditional student, later in life, I didn't really have a plan B. It was like, I have to do this and I have to do it well. I like to fly under the radar and help wherever I can, but not to really be the focus of anything. So I was a little bit, not embarrassed, but just, I guess, in awe of it. And I was like, thank you so much. I have no idea why you did that, but thank you, you know. And but it was really, it was wonderful to have that acknowledgement from my department and from my peers, they congratulated me, and that was awesome.
Shannon plans on continuing her education and following her passion for agriculture.
I'm sort of split between trying to get a job with a company that allows me to travel and to study climate and agriculture in other countries, or to stay here and focus very much on, it's a passion of mine, local food, promoting local farmers and supporting local farmers in North Carolina.
Michael Ikandayo was a phenomenal student in the Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering. He recently began his career at Southwire as an industrial engineer and wasn't available to attend this year's ceremony.
I originally came here to be a math teacher, but when I didn't get a scholarship for that, my dad was like, maybe you should rethink your life goals.
When it came to selecting the 2014 Namaskar Award winner, it was destiny fulfilled. Whatever Destiny Knock thought on the day her father told her to rethink her life, she came up with the winner. A double major in electrical engineering and mathematics, she made school history this year as the first Aggie to win the George J. Mitchell Scholarship, beating out 300 students nationwide for a year of graduate study in Ireland.
Before I came to A&T, I never thought that I would be, I wouldn't have gone to Africa, China, now Ireland. I never could have imagined wanting to live a year abroad, and I'm sure my mom didn't imagine that either because she's very nervous. But I'm really excited because it's just, you get to live somewhere new, try new food, meet new people, see what their culture's like. I mean, they have castles over there. I'm gonna explore all that stuff. I'm going to be doing a master's in leadership studies and sustainable development. So they're gonna have us do a rotational program where I can work for a government organization, a nonprofit, and an industry organization. And so I get to see the different sectors of the power engineering field, which is really cool to me because I've kind of always wanted to try out the different industries.
The road to accolades and recognition was not an easy one.
Electrical engineering has never been easy for me. It's always been a challenge because I didn't want to be an engineer. But I came in and I got the scholarship, so I was like, well, I'm going to finish as an engineer because I already started. So classes kind of always been challenging. I mean, my math comes pretty easy because I just get it. Numbers are right or wrong. Then engineering, you have the current can go one way, and if you got it the wrong way, it's going to be negative. So you got to change all your stuff. So circuits, a struggle. But electronics, major struggle. But the thing is, you always have your classmates there to help you, people in NSBE there to help you, mentors, teachers.
Destiny wants to make a global impact with her love for power systems. She was inspired during a trip abroad to Africa.
Their power grid is not as stable as ours. They have rolling blackouts, and I was just like, you guys are telling me that the blackout's coming and there's nothing you can do about it? And they're like, yeah, the government just does a rolling blackout. Just seeing how that affects them kind of made me want to change that. You know what I mean? If they were able to have stable power systems and, the lights were always on, if they had more street lights, they could stay out later, kids could study longer, and their education would just, blossom like ours has.
Destiny's education will continue when she returns to the States.
After I get my master's in Ireland, then I'm going to go to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to get my PhD in industrial systems engineering. I got my acceptance letter and my funding. So that's been delayed for a year. And then after that, I would like to become a university professor or work in a research lab looking at power systems planning.
But for now, it's a moment to enjoy.
When you get to a point where all that hard work, all the late night studying, all the not going out on the weekends, doing the project, people are like, whoa, why are you doing that? Why don't you want to go out with us? And to have that finally, be recognized as you worked really hard and we want to acknowledge you for that is a really great feeling, to knowing that everything has paid off and now I'm here and I'm about to graduate and I can't wait.